Hey Piedmont, I'm Andre Alonso, the man on the spinning chair and the man with the pretty hair, and this is the Fab Five on PC60. Today's show is all about Super Bowl 51. We have interviews from students around Piedmont, weather, your weekly news and sports updates, and opinion pieces from our fellow Fab Five members. So sit back, relax, and forget about the fact that we have the same number of members as Brady has rings. Now, here's Tommy with the news.
Hey everyone, this is Tommy Hill with your news update around Piedmont College. The Foreigner, a comedy being put on by the theater department, opens its doors Thursday, February 9th. The play will be open for viewing from the 9th on to the 12th, so make sure to get your tickets in so that you don't miss out on the event. For more information, call the box office at 706-778-8500. In other news, the Athens campus will be holding a conference on Saturday, March 18th to discuss the role of public art in their domain. For only $45, you get breakfast, lunch, and the opportunity to listen to a nice array of speakers. Some of the speakers include Jen Reyes from the School of Art History in Chicago, Ellen Elms, renowned muralist from Virginia, and much more. To RSVP for the event, visit piedmont.edu/SYMP. On February 21st at 7:30 p.m., Piedmont's Associate Professor of Music, Dr. Andrea Price, will perform a recital that is open to the public. Performing with her will be Benji Stenger on the piano and Kyle Dawkins on guitar. So whether you like music or not, don't miss this opportunity to listen to some outstanding vocals. Reporting for PC60, this is Tommy Hill.
Hi, Shannon.
Hey!
Did you know that Beyonce had twins?
Actually, I did. Pretty cool, right?
Yeah, it's not as cool as you in this snowstorm right now.
I'm sure you came out here to tell me I need to put on a coat or something or I'll get pneumonia.
No, actually, because you can't catch pneumonia from being out in the cold. You catch pneumonia from coming in contact with someone who has the virus.
Oh, so why are you out here?
Because, Shannon, I wanted to tell you that you need to wash your hands because I'm sick.
Oh.
Have a nice time in the snow, though.
Ew. Hi, I'm Shannon Baker from the Fab Five, and I'm here in the studio today with sophomore exercise science major, Corey Best. How are you today, Corey?
I'm good, how are you?
Very good. As you know, our show today is all about the Super Bowl and everything that happened yesterday. What is your opinion of the overall results of Super Bowl 51?
My opinion was the Falcons should have won, of course, but I'm glad they at least went, and the guy's knee was down, so we should have had a shot, but it is. It's whatever.
I know you're a big Atlanta fan and you love Georgia.
I do.
And everything. Do you think this was, I hear like people say a lot that it's a typical Georgia win. So what does that mean?
It was a typical Georgia outcome, whatever. Every time we're like ahead or whatever, somehow whatever Georgia team it is, they blow it. Every time.
I've heard people say multiple different things about the halftime show with Lady Gaga, and what was your opinion of it? Did you like it? Did you not like it?
I liked it. It was all right. She did really good. It's just she doesn't have a lot of new songs out. So it was kind of random, and they usually bring out more than one artist, and they didn't do that this year, so it was kind of short. But it was good for the most part.
What did you do for the Super Bowl?
We had a few people over in our dorm. We made guacamole and queso, and we just all sit back, and a few of us did our homework and just watched it and just relaxed on our Sunday. So
That's really nice. Did you watch the commercials for the Super Bowl this year?
I did. They were decent.
What was your overall opinion?
Overall, they were really bad. They were not Super Bowl worthy. But the one with Melissa McCarthy was pretty funny. And there was one about the military families, and they like put them in the show, and even though they weren't really there, it made it seem like they were there. That one was good.
Thank you, Corey.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Once again, that was Corey Best, an exercise science major here at Piedmont College. Reporting for PC60, I'm Shannon Baker.
Do you ever feel like you don't belong? Do you feel like you're never happy? If you answered yes to these questions, then you might be depressed. Depression is a serious disease that people struggle with daily. If you're looking for someone to talk to, counseling services are provided here at Piedmont by Yvonne Jones. You can contact her at ejones@piedmont.edu. For more information and how to help, visit aada.org.
This is Tommy Hill with the Fab Five for PC60. I'm here in the studio today with Michael Ohana, a sophomore exercise science major and collegiate soccer player for Piedmont College. How are you today, Mike?
I'm pretty good, pretty good.
So, our theme for today's show is Super Bowl 51. So, I'm just going ahead and run this down for you. First question I have for you today is, who do you think really should have won Super Bowl 51?
I think Atlanta should have really won. We should have won the game. It shouldn't have been as close as that game was made to be in the second half.
What are some of the highlights that you think were some of the highlights and low points of the game, I would say?
I'd say probably Julio Jones's incredible catches in the first half and his incredible catches in the second half, I'd have to say, even though he didn't catch the ball that many times. And I'd probably say to top it off would probably be Julian Edelman's ridiculous half-field catch with just not barely enough room to make it even a catch.
I've been talking to a lot of people about the game, and one underlying topic that seemed to be, I guess, going around to different people is that the refs and the calls that they made. So do you think that the calls that they made were either spot on, or were they kind of not fair, kind of one-sided, shifted? What do you think?
I think the reffing was pretty good for the whole entire game. They let the players play. There weren't a lot of flags, and they weren't stopping the game here and there. So it was pretty good, from my opinion.
Yeah. That was exercise science major and sophomore Michael Ohana. Reporting for PC60, this is Tommy Hill.
You're tuned into the Fab Five on PC60. Remember to catch us next week on WPCZ LPFM Z98.7 FM at 2:30 for the Fab Five radio show all about traveling, hosted by our very own Shannon Baker. Now, onto the sports update with Shannon.
Thanks, Andre. Piedmont baseball is off to a great start after splitting with Guilford College on February 3rd and 4th. After having an away game to kick off their season, the boys will be seen on Laudermilk Field later than expected. Recently, there has been a change made to their schedule due to predicted inclement weather. The original home opener on Tuesday, February 7th at 5 p.m. is now rescheduled for April 19th at 7 p.m. This means the Lions will have their first home game on Friday, February 10th at 7 p.m. as they hope to devastate Christopher Newport University. In other news, the Lady Lions softball fell to Brenau on Saturday, February 4th. The girls started off their season by losing their doubleheader in close games. They will next play on Saturday, February 11th at Birmingham Southern College. In other news, men's basketball came up a little bit short in their 81-78 loss to LaGrange on Sunday, February 5th. Just the day before their loss, the boys had a last-second victory over Huntington College. The game on Saturday was very close all the way up to the last few seconds until Trey Gaines sealed the win with a three-pointer. The boys will next play on February 8th at Maryville College. Reporting for PC60, I'm Shannon Baker.
Hey Lions, I'm Leslie Pritchett with just a little talk about the Super Bowl and how shocking it was. I would love to sit here and tell you all about how the Falcons won their first Super Bowl, and it was the best Sunday of them all, but unfortunately, that wasn't the case. The night started out well as Georgia's own Luke Bryan sang the national anthem, and the Falcons scored 3 touchdowns before the half, making the score 21-3. I mean, everyone thought the Falcons had it in the bag, or at least I did. But to the Falcons' disappointment, the Patriots answered back after the half, making the final score 34-28. Think about how depressing that would be. Even though pro football isn't my favorite, I still bit just about every one of my nails off because of this game. I guess I can thank both teams for that. They owe me a manicure, by the way. On a positive note, I don't think the Falcons are quite done yet, and I still believe that Atlanta deserves that title. I can only imagine that the flight back to Atlanta was very melancholy. But I will always yell, "Go Falcons." For PC60, I'm Leslie Pritchett.
Well, that's all we have for you today. Hope you enjoyed our post-Super Bowl show. Catch us next time with our show all about spring break with your host, Leslie Pritchett. This was the Fab Five, and I'm your host, Andre Alonso. Have a roaring day, everybody.